industry. With the local construction industry's full support to the Build, Build, Build program of President Duterte. This will also include the rehabilitation of Marawi, and that's the commitment of the Philippine construction industry. And Mr. President, as you know, pag in-involve natin ang Philippine construction industry, the local construction industry will create more jobs for our people. And more jobs, that is the mandate of the DTI given by the President, trabaho at negosyo, more jobs and business opportunities. Ibig sabihin din po niyan, kung may build, 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 meron tayong jobs, jobs, jobs. So, and in addition, Mr. President, in support of the President's drive against crime and corruption, the Philippine Contractors Association is donating 1 million pesos. 1 million pesos to the Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption. So may support na sa Marawi, may support pa against crime and corruption. Ihahabot po natin ang cheque mamaya. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the beloved President of the Republic of the Philippines, with a rating of over 82%, our President, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Thank you for the courtesy. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon Lopez and other members of the Cabinet, the Taguig City Mayor Lani Cayetano, members of the Philippine Construction Industry, kasama ko sa gobyerno, mga kababayan ko. I just came from the meeting with DIVAC, si Dante nandito, Jimenez. And most of my talk with them was really about corruption. Meron akong prepared speech. It's 2 pages. And you don't deserve it. You do not deserve it. But I'll just also, po respeto na lang sa gumawa nito. Just let me read the penultimate paragraph. Let us keep in mind that we are not just building infrastructure for our present-day use. What we are building are infrastructure that will serve as the solid foundation of a nation, upon which future generations of Filipinos will lean on. I ask each of you to join me as we build this foundation, not for our sake, but for the sake of our country's future. Yun ang sinulat. Dito na naman tayo sa... Alam mo, ang corruption sa Pilipinas matindi talaga. And sadly, early on when I was just a mayor, waiting things to unfold, I was being asked by almost everybody, well-meaning, of course, at that time. I was mayor since 1988. Up to the day I was, well, of course, when I filed my certificate, you're automatically resigned. So that ended my days Davao. Just as then as now, corruption pa rin. and every administration, I would say, including mine, corruption is ever present. And the only way to do it is actually, we have to change or amend our Constitution. Walang iba. Kung sabihin ninyo na ayaw ninyo ng federal, because that is not almost universal acceptance in the Philippines. But just a short talk about the Mindanao issue. Remember that I can squeeze it into 2 words. We have to correct the injustice committed against the people of Mindanao. The previous subjugation, slavery, and destructions and massacres that occurred along the way in the life of the Filipino. Nandyan is either we will have the fissure, kasi pag hindi mo binigay, even the barest minimum, there will be trouble in Mindanao. I don't know if it's a war, but I am sure as the sun will rise in the east, there will be trouble. Ang problema nito is pag nagkagulo, there's no way of stopping who owns war for what. And even if they do not like it, if Mindanao is in trouble, every armed group, including terrorism, ISIS, that's fighting now in the Middle East, and here in Marawi, and in the southern part, way down to Sabah. Meron talaga tayong problema dyan. And if I said, if there's a fissure created somewhere, so there has to be, nature hates vacuum. And papasok lahat yan. So either we are, I'm saying nothing prepared to lose, maybe not, but there will be a serious dislocation in our national life. That's the second. One is social justice, the other is to preserve the republic. We have to acknowledge that historically, kaming lahat taga Mindanao, well, I'm from the mixed blood actually. Kasi ang lola ko Maranao. Mindanaoan talaga nanay. But my father was from Cebu. Ang problema nito is, kung hayaan lang natin kasi, it will, I said, preservation of the republic. So, the social injustice or the historical injustice committed against the Moro people and the preservation of this republic. Hindi mo, kailangan mo bigyan ng solusyon. I don't know if it is really being understood correctly by all Filipinos. But every now and then, especially now, talking about corruption, talagang kailangan. And with it, maybe really, kung ayaw ninyo na as a federal, we can go after a autonomous region of the Muslim areas. Kaming mga Kristiyanos, ang tatay ko, pumunta doon. If you do not profess the Islam faith, you are not the originals there. Because when the Spaniards came 400 or 500 years ago, hence, ang Islam nandoon na. Way ahead of Magellan by almost, ang tingin ko, said, I went around when I was a congressman, reading the archives. I would place it about 80. Sabi nila 100. But whatever, ang presence ng Islam nandoon na. So pag ikaw Kristiyanos, hindi ka talaga original. Unless kaya ako mixed blood, so I can claim kinship with just anybody. Kasi Maranao, hindi naman kailangan lahat eh. But yung Maranao tribe. Ngayon, dalawa yan. That's the equilibrium. Justice and preservation of this republic. Otherwise, trouble. Yan ang sitwasyon. Now, itong corruption sa gobyerno, may proposal ako. Everybody's talking about it. Opinion writers, editorial and all, crucifying everybody about corruption. Totoo yan, it's true. But somehow, others miss the wrong target. And sometimes can be deeply bigotry. Marami silang, but corruption is here. Lahat yan. And you know, nung I said when I was mayor, many people went to Davao, including the old politicians, pleading to me to run, and I said, I do not have the money and the time to do it because I am old. Sige sila tulak. And these were the guys magsabi, Rod, you just run because, you know, we are in a shithole. Grabe na ang corruption. Every administration yan. You want change because you want to change this president. You want to change the whole system. Only to find out, pati ako ngayon, the mess that we are in. Even in the matters of law and order. Hindi ko nakuha ang dimension when I was mayor, yung corruption mismo itong sa drug problem. I did not realize then na it involved generals, pati ang Siabo was already flooding the country. And that about 5 years ago, pumasok na yung narco state. Because as of last count, there are about 40% of the total barangays in the Philippines are infected with Siabo. Contaminated. Paano ko sulbahin yan? You cannot... You know, it's very easy to. Ito ang mga human rights and the bleeding hearts. They come here, sir. This is the list of people who were killed extrajudicially. They cannot tell you when, how, where, what. Basta sinasabi lang. Sometimes it's the police pegs it about mga 3, 4. Yung iba 6, yung iba 10. May isang doktora pa na psychiatrist, 3 million daw ang pinatay ko. Kung ganong 3 million ang pinatay ko, mayaman na ang mga punerarya ngayon. Sa totoo lang, bilyonaryo na yan. But anyway, they would present as the worst of the Philippines is that there's about 10,000 killed. So they come here on lecture on us. Kaya ako, ang bawanga ko, very virulent. Na ako. Kasi ganun lang ang turo mo sa kanila. And these are educated people coming from representing Europe. Kung ano na lang ang tapos yung extrajudicial killing. Then they come and say, alam mo Duterte, it's not actually just the addiction or the transaction. But it is a mental illness or an illness. At a health issue. Correct. Kasi kagastos na. What is sinabi nila? Can you brief us on what? How? How did it happen? How did it evolve? Assuming it to be true. Sabi nila, social issue. So, if you are on your right mind, representing the European community or from the entity such as the Human Rights Commission of the United Nations, it's a social issue. So what are the social issues? One, poverty. Second, unemployment. Third, typical of a third world country. Just barely making out to make a difference between what was yesterday and today. Ang corruption dito, 40% of the total barangays, about 9,000 policemen are in the thing or are into it. Ngayon, are the laws sufficient? It's not. Sabi mo, you have the awesome powers of the presidency. But ang limit ko dyan is due process. There's, I have to charge you. There's got to be a hearing. And when he lost his case, he can go on appeal. And in court, it can take years. That's a reality. Huwag na lang tayo do not kid. We don't kid each other. Ang reality ng buhay natin dito. Wala pa namang nakulong talaga na sabihin mo ng demanda ng ombudsman. Yung kukunti lang yung mga mayors. Ang masakit pa dyan, yung mga treasurer na, when you are just the treasurer, pag sinabi ng mayor yan, he will sign. And I have seen friends, yung barong in tatters, why are you here? It's because I want your help. Have to go to Manila, or otherwise, if I do not appear tomorrow's hearing, there will be a warrant for my arrest. And I will be arrested, so tulungan mo ako. Since I was mayor, if it's even everybody from Mindanao, hindi nila tulungan. So tutulungan ko. Yung walang basta may perma ka lang dyan. Wala ka nang, degree. He wants it for all sa kanyang relatives or pamilya. Yan ang nangyayari dyan sa corruption. And it's there present every day. Dito sa, even in the permit, you have to help me or you do it yourself, shoot the idiot. Dito pa lang sa permit, may endeavor you can get it in 3 days. And that was, I'm not saying that dyan ako medyo na, that's why maybe been mayor since 1988 until yung presidency ko. I never lost an election. Di naman ako stricto, but I protect the men that women doing good, and I hit hard sa mga corruption, especially sa law enforcement. That I do not countenance abuse. Wala, never heard yung magbubog yung mga police, not in my city. Sila yung binubugbog ko. So, totoo lang. Totoo lang. A typical example. I have to make it public kasi nasabi ko na yun. Itong undersecretary ng budget. He was there during the campaign. And yung karamihan ko pa, for that matter, let us make it general. Pati they were my friends serving me or serving the people with me since 1988. Nandyan siya as pagka-president. Alukot, sabi nila, tumakbo ka kasi grabe na ang sitwasyon siguro. And even this idiot, he was there, I saw him during the campaign. But, hindi ko pa talaga magtindahan pagka nandyan baski sa local election, yun na si gitulak because of corruption. Mabalitaan ko na lang, sadly, ang una kong, it was in a cabinet meeting na, member, diyan si secretary, sabi ko sa putang ina ka, you're lying, he was lying to me. I fired him, sabi ko, get out of this room, you're fired. And to think na sila yun ang pupunta doon sa syudad ko. na pabalik ng pabalik. Sige, tulak ng tulak. Ako naman sabi ko, wala akong pera. Sabi, hindi ako interesado dyan. I am beyond accolades and praises. I've had it if I complete my term. Kung hindi, ayaw ng Panginoon, hindi, sige. Ano ba 40 years elected positions? Hindi ko na kailangan yan, sabi ko. But, you know, I really do not know how things works in this universe. But I found myself, sila, Bebot was there, tumakbo ka na kasi, pero I'm not referring to Bebot, he's not corrupt. But corruption of women, baka. Totoo naman. Bubula pa tayo niya. Let us unmask each other. The better for the Filipinos to know their... ako, separated. I have a second wife. Bebot, ganun rin. Totoo, kami halos, but it doesn't spell that we are... yun sila, tapos sila na mismo, yung, sabi ko, yung undersecretary. Hindi lang yung I'm having a dialogue with you. I'm not making a speech. Alam mo, let me use the term, bastos, may mga babae, ang ini-SS nila, ang gobyerno mismo. Here is an office which needs an added funding. Nandiyan yan sa every year budget, annual appropriations. But you know, the exigencies of the service would require something like you have to purchase this. Yung isang bureau, kulang. So, kailangan ng pera. Tingnan mo ito, ha. I mentioned din binitawan ko na. Sabi ko nga, one of these days, really, I'll strip you naked in public. Ang operator dito si Cuevas. Hindi ko na lang but he was around during every administration. Siya na mismo punta, kailangan ka, okay. No, for example, 10 million. O, I'll give you 12. I will work it out dito sa isang opisina. Bigay ko sa iyo yung 10, kailangan mo, yung 2 akin. Kita mo yung corruption dito lang sa... Kaya mo sa totoo lang, tumindig talaga, nandiyan siya, sipain kung ka. Paski sa gobyerno. Kaya sabi ko, how do I... Alam ko naggalit ang Pilipino. But there are the things na hindi ko talaga kontrolado. Hindi ko alam hanggang walang pumiyak. Yung pumiyak, yung chief of office. Sabi niya, bakit ako papirmahin ng Kaya, if you are really desperate, pati ako, I'm having a hard time controlling corruption. Kaya kayo, pag nagbigay kayo, patay na. Sabi ko nga sa inyo noon, even a whisper or a suggestion, bukuin na ninyo kaagad. Tumindig ka, not because you want to support me, but sabihin mo, use the brutal language, putang ina ka, let's say ka, negosyante ako, I'm trying to build, not just like, I'm trying to build something for the country. Me, I am not a policeman. Yung extrajudicial killing, ako, I'm building a country. I am not supposed to be busy, but I have to deal with the problem of Marawi, lahat ng, all of these things, then Mindanao ngayon. I have to fix it because ganito na lang ang proposal ko. And I said it in the other room. Huwag na lang tayo mag-istorya. Let us agree, Congress, the left, the communists, wag lang yung terorista. Talagang, it's not acceptable. Yung stakeholders, even how small, let us amend the Constitution, do not extend the powers of anybody there, but rather restrict it and come up with a certain set of rules para matapos na itong corruption. And I will be there to husband it, just like itong talk sa pati Yemen. And I would tell you now, if we can make it towards the end of the year, on December 30, if I'm still around, I will step down as president and call for an election. All I'm asking is a document that would improve how things are being run in this country and how we can improve it, all of us. And ako na mismo and I will put the input also down. Yung lahat ng input dyan, yan lang hiningi ko, para ilagay mo ito dito. Kasi medyo sanay ako. Well, I was a prosecutor, and many years ago, I was one of the two lang Tanod Bayan Special Prosecutors for Mindanao. Yan ang gawin natin. Kasi wari, Duterte kasi, diktador, gano'n. Or just the military, and I will make the promise. You can stage a coup d'etat or mutiny if you want, if I do not honor my word. And ako yung isang tao na hindi na papaganon-ganon. Pag sinabi ko. Gladly. If you can fix this country, I said, try to restrict everything and state what you want. COA or whatever, ombudsman. Kasi yung ombudsman kasi nga, nobody checks on the ombudsman. Lahat maghugas ng kamay because it's a constitutional body. Nobody can investigate the ombudsman. And that is very silly. Not because I think that they are corrupt, but it ain't that way. Everybody should be checked. Everybody in government can check and be checked upon. Yan dapat. So, itong lowest bid, patayin talaga ninyo yan because it is the source of all corruption. Alam ninyo yan. At saka yan, I do not mind kung yung mga biggies yan. Total, baski sinong manalo sa inyo, if you commit graft, nasa inyo yan, but I know that you can hack it. But yung iba kasi, it will impact on the quality of your product. Pag sabi nito na lowest bid, 100 billion, tapos papasok yung talagang magagaling, almost all that are really well-equipped, well-manned, well-run, efficient, mahusay ang trabaho. Tapos may mga dating na mag-lowest bid, sindikato to, it's actually a criminal syndicate. Itong mga players na ito would just go there during bid time. At ibabagsak nila yan. 1, 2, or 3, and 4. Kung ikaw manalo, sabihin nyo, sige, ikaw papanalo namin, pero bigyan mo kami. So, bibigyan yan. So, itong gago na ito manalo sa lowest bid, ibabagsak talaga niya. Tapos, babayaran pa niya yung engineer, babayaran pa niya yung mayor, magbayad pa siya sa konsehal, pati barangay captain, putang ina, magpirma pa. Ilan na lang naiwan. So the 100 million project, well, siguro would be worth something like 30 million. Finished product. Few months, may cracks na. Then yung asfalto, parang lipstick na lang. Ganoon mo, erase. Like a woman's lip. You much and dyan, wala na. Anak. Kaya if we are really serious about corruption, let us do something about it. Ako, I will put my presidency at stake. Not at stake that you have to choose or gamble. No. I'll place it there. And I will step down at the end of the year. Okay yan. I am proposing to Congress now, they're listening. You need not join me. Ako lang. Kasi kayo, diktador si Duterte, pasismo, corrupt. Hindi ko mag-corrupt ako. Bakit ako mag-resign? Hindi lahat kayo. Where's mine? If that is what I want, why would I end it? It's a good life. Diktador ka naman kaya. So if I'm the dictator, why deal with me? Why ask something for a resumption of the talks? Such as criminal, I have considered them now terrorist criminals. There's no ideological, second echelons nila wala na. They are all plain extortionists. That's why I've decided to terminate the talks. No more. They're burning trucks. The corporations in the agricultural manufacturing field, that is the sector that would need the biggest help, the biggest boost that we can. Sinusunog nila, pag umpisa pa lang, hingi dito, hingi doon. Wala na. So, the country is suffering. Hindi naman sila manalo ng election. Na ngayon, they are active. What? There are firefights now. I'm losing about 6, 7 a day, policeman pati soldier. But we'll just have to fight. Because we have been fighting for 50 years. You want to renew the fighting for 50 years? Okay with me. Ako lang dito sa Mindanao, kasi taga-roon ako, pati, half of my family, Moro yan. May grandchildren ako na Moro. My son married. Itong grandson kong isa, ang girlfriend, Moro rin, Maguindanao. Yung isa, asawa ni Pulong, Maranao, ang nanay, Huluhano, ang Tausog, ang tatay. Itong isa na yun, ang girlfriend niya, nako. Hindi, bata pa kasi. Tapos doon na natutulog sa... nag-aaral pa kasi... pagka gano'n, kulukando ka talaga niyan. Itong hindi na okay lang. I'm trying to really do something. Itong corruption hindi madala. You have to change the system altogether. I don't know, but let's consult the Chief Justice. There's one whom I really deeply respect, si Puno. And the rest, let them work it out something like. Ako, I'm not for the expansion of the powers. Rather, limit it or shrink it to kung anong acceptable for governance. Then you add the checks and balances. Talagang, and if it can be done, I said, I commit to you. Now, I will resign at the end of the year. Hindi pwede itong it has to be drastic. I will pay the price. I will insist on reforms. The price that I will pay is that it is not intended to give me dictatorial powers. I do not need it. Constrict it if you want. Wag lang yung the military and the police. Because it's needed by the country. I have to get to do that. Not yet. And it has to be with the president. Otherwise, pag magkagulo, walang isang sasabog yan. And I would address the military. You have my word, and the police. I give you my honor, word of honor, na pag hindi ako umalis at the end of the year, shoot me or arrest me. Send me to an island that is, but don't forget the entourage. Alangan. Ano man uli, mga crabs para they need about little over mga 5. Saka, may driver ako, baski na bagi lang o ano niya. Kasi ang iba dyan, humingi ng baon yan, babae. Ito nagkatanda-tanda ko na yan. Di, matandang babae rin ibigay mo. Hingi ganyang matanda, katanda mo na. Marami man dyan matanda na maganda. Totoo. Ay, ganunin na lang natin ang ano. What's the use of really being serious about it when everybody knows that it's existing, it's still there, and nothing so far has really happened. That would make a difference. Na gusto kong sabihin na in my time, so in my time, I will just provide the mechanism. I cannot altogether, ngayon ang permit 3 days, gawain isang buwan. Itong director na ito, kayong mga directors talagang biyayariin ko kayo. You only have 15 days. The red tape, sundin ninyo yan. And Congress should be able to modify it if there is something that is short of the law. They should be able to make amendments para madali. Ako, I will salute the Congress kung gawain nila yan. Make it hard. Sa bagay, mahirap yan because it has been the way of life. Corruption, ano talaga yan? Even sa mga policemen. Pako dismissal. Basta drugs dismissal yan. Now, ngayon, ang problema nito, ano ang hanap buhay nito? Kaya yung mga ninja. They're the ones really killing it na. Sila yung kinukorner nila yung market. Those policemen who never surrendered. Biro mo, pinatong ko na 2 million, wala pang nag-surrender. Wala pang pinatay. Kasi mas maraming sila pera kaysa akin. Ako pa ang papatay itong mga gagong to. Kaya na siya po. Duterte, bakit pinapatay mo yung mga mahirap? Bakit yung mga, what's the big fish? Just common sense. If you're asking me common sense, you better just study a little bit. Maybe siguro 2 hours pagpa-lecture ka, 1 hour sa police. Shabu is a product intended for the poor. It is a consumption that is targeted to the poor. Ang mga mayaman dito, if at all, kung heroin, cannabis, cocaine, yan ang problema dito. Hindi yan sila titira ng shabu because the shabu shrinks the brain. And pag yung utak stays shrunk, yung rehab is of no consequence. He remains gonggong na talaga. Now, bakit ako galit? Why are you so brutal in your words? Because there are about 4 million Filipinos addicted to shabu. They are not only addicts in the sense that periodically they want it. Whenever the monkey rides on their back, And the twist, maghanap talaga yan. Kung walang pera, magnakaw yan, magpabili ng mga property na, then even the cars, tapos pag wala na, manaksak yan, mag-hold up para makakuha at ipag. Diyan ako mainit. Hindi lang nila naintindihan gaano ako. Because you are targeting, mahirap na nga, dagdagan mo pa ng problema. So if the father is into shabu, the family becomes dysfunctional. Di ka na naawa sa Pilipino. Sasabog yan. Yung iba raping their own daughters, hindi na. Because they are into shabu. You do not only destroy the person, you destroy society. Kaya sabi ko, noong mayor pa ako sa Davao, pati same injunction. Do not destroy my country. Even if it's a minuscule crowd. And do not destroy our young people. They are just there. We are aging itong generation natin. They are just in the wings waiting. Kung dagdagan mo pa yung problema nila, double the number now, how will our children cope up with the problem? Yan ang problema natin sa Cebu. Kaya yung sabi ng pag-grade ng pulis, may mga nanamatay, talagang lumalaban yan. Kaya ako galit dyan sa Human Rights Commission ng UN because of sheer ignorance at itong mga iyo for stupidity. Kaya hindi ko tinatanggap ang tulong nila. Because itong mga to, there are two organs under the United Nations. The Human Rights Commission, International, UN, pati dito, WHO. Can I have the... Kaya ako nagmumura kasi putang ina ninyo, parang iniinsulto mo kami. Ito. This is the drug industry of the Philippines. Lahat ng pangalan dyan, maliliit po. Barangay captain po. How? Region 12, Sorsogon, sa Soksarji. Pangalan. Tanungin ko kayo. How do we survive? Tell me. How can this generation survive? Now, let me pose to you a question. What will happen to my children and grandchildren? Kapag sinabi ko destroy, talagang sasali. Yung isa. INCB, International Narcotics Control Board. United Nations, precursors. Tingnan mo ha. Pagka hindi tarantado talaga itong mga cannabis. Characteristics. Or characterize or the risks. Cannabis smoke contains 50% more tar than the high tar cigarettes, which puts users at an increased risk of lung cancer, and respiratory disease. Hanggang dyan lang. Wala namang talagang cannabis. Cocaine. United Nations. Mixing cocaine with alcohol is a dangerous cocktail and can greatly increase the chances of sudden death. That's cocaine. Ang Amerikano, cocaine yan. Kaya hindi masyado ecstasy. Tablets or pills that are sold, matanda na rin kasi ako, nagdudoble rin itong buang. That may contain other potentially dangerous substances which can vary widely in strength and effects. Heroin uses risks overdosing on heroin which can lead to coma and death through respiratory. Yung Amerika mga artista, sila Whitney, yung singer, yan sila, pati yung actor. LSD. The physical effects are small compared to the psychological and emotional effects. They include dilated pupils, increased heart rate and blood pressure, loss of appetite, sleeplessness, dry mouth, and tremors. Methamphetamine, shabu. Listen very carefully. Methamphetamine use sometimes triggers aggressive, violent, and bizarre behavior, among others. Kanila yan, ha? Tapos magpunta sila dito, kaya idemanda nila ako sa International Criminal Court of Justice. Fuck you. Kita mo, so it has corrupted everybody. Mga mayors. Kita mo, para hinog. Sinong taga-Osamis dito? Walang matinong eleksyon doon. Every election, patayin niya yung kalaban niya. Tangina. Tapos dumating ang panahon, pati yung mga pulis, ginanon ko si Irwang, sige, i-assign mo yung mga pulis doon na matino. Ang 4 pinatay niya. Ay, kaya sabi ko, pag ginagamit mo na ang Office of the Mayor as a platform for your organized, syndicated crimes, yayariin kita. And so with Espinosa, he was killed inside, may baril. Sabi na nila ng planted evidence. So, bakit ako maniwala sa putang inang yan? Why would I listen to his co-prisoners, inmates? Then pasabi ng police, may baril siya, even if he was inside the detention cell. Sino ang paniwalaan ko? Di ang police ko. Demanda na. Demanda ninyo. Demanda. Prosecutor, go ahead. Trial, go ahead. Judgment day, read what you want to play there. Tawag siya, sir, makukulong na kami. Reclusion perpetua. Gawa mo ng pardon. Ako yung may hawak ng barahan natin. Trial, arrest, trial, prosecution, whatever. Judgment day, guilty. So what's my card? Pardon, restored to full and civil political rights. Patayin mo ang pulis ko, hindi ako papayag niyan. Pardon. I don't mind giving pardons to 100 policemen a day? Wala naman sabi sa, doesn't even say, the president can pardon, blah, blah, blah. But he cannot pardon himself. Wala namang sinabi. So pati ako, pagbaba ko ngayong Disyembre, pardon ko na. Oh, di ba? Sabihin ng Bisaya na yung brin. Oh, Bisaya ba tatay ko? Ayaw ninyo, paano kami Pilipino gawin ninyong gago? And so itong crime, wala akong ibang because if I have to talk individually, I said, do not fall into their you're playing into their hands, eh. Sabihin mo, God, no, I will call, Bong, bigyan mo yung card lahat. You can call 888. And you can name the official. Huwag kayong matakot ng libel. Ako ang bahala sa iyo. Ipapardon kita. Ilagay mo yung gusto mo, pangalan mo, ang opisina, bakit ka galit. Kasi ito hiningi sa iyo. Make it public. In the meantime, I said, unmask them publicly. Kaya ito si Cuevas, niwarningan ko, nabitawan ko. Kaya mga tagabay nila, kilala rin itong putang inan to. Sinabi ko, huminto ka, wag mong, do not stretch your luck too far, too much. Kaya mga gobyerno, laruin nyo ng ganito, you steal billions, million. Yun lang man maibigay ko sa taong bayan. So I may, maraming ayaw sa akin. Ayaw ko man rin sa inyo. Well, I won the election. Ang mayor ko lang sa Pilipinas, ako lang nga siguro, wala akong mayor, wala akong except I may, tapos governor ng Bataan, Yobet. In Cebu, the native province, wala akong leader na isa. In Cebu, but I want 2 million. Sabi, worried sila sa rating noon, umaakyat. Number 4 lang ako. Alam nila kung sino yung butuhan nila pagdating ng eleksyon. Ang mga muro. O, tingnan mo, pati hulo. Saan man pala bubuto itong mga ladaw? Yung nasira na oh, I'm sorry, I apologize to you. Wala man talaga ako magawa. I was forced and there was a rebellion. I had to suppress them. Pero there will be ako meron na akong initial funds. Billions also para to jumpstart the Marawi. Pero ito sabihin ko sa inyo, mga kapatid, do not expect yung mga mayaman, malaking building dyan. Hala kayo dyan. Tulungan ko yung mahirap na Maranao. Ilagay ko livelihood sa kanila. Yung mga mayaman, nasa bangko yung pera nila. So yun that's a sad story. I really do not know how. That's why, in the first place, I just have a dialogue with you. But in the meantime, itawag mo. Or you want to use an alias, go ahead. You can use the nasa Jose Rizal, Bonifacio. Oh, para talaga, there's a sense of patriotism in your. Galit ka ba? Jose Rizal would never allow that. Andres Bonifacio, Mabini, they all died for our country. I mean, they sacrifice. Sabi mo lang, Department of Highways, sino dyan? O yung sa road right of way, pinapahirapang, asking for this percent. I'll fire him out. Punta kayo sa akin. I'll call the idiot. I'll keep him in front of you. And I will dismiss him. Wag lang yang, do not lie to me. Kaawa naman yung tao. that would be persecution. I will not fall for it, into it. Mahirap yan eh. Makarma tayo dyan. Sabihin mo yung mga corrupt, sabihin mo lang. Assistant director, o yung karamihan sa highway, yung road right of way. Hingi ang barangay captain, minsan ang mayor, yung conversion. Tell me, kung sino dyan. Conversion, diretso, I will arrange. You can call Malacanang anytime. There's an 88, sabi, I want an audience with the mayor. Do not call me president, call me mayor. Tawag mo president, di kita pansinin. Hindi ako sanay niyan. That's too big a title for me. Narinig mo ako nagsabi Malacanang Palace? Have you heard me say Malacanang Palace? It's not a palace, just a building made of wood and diyan nakatira yung mga yung mga imperialista. Kasi pati yung mga momo diyan naghintay ng gabi pati araw. Nagabi ka diyan sa harap mo. Diyan may mga third eye. Hindi ko lang masabi, but there's a lady that went to me. She was asking for my help. Pagpasok pala, sabi niya doon sa aid ko, maraming bisita si Mayor. Kami doon aid ko, marami kang nakita, sabi niya. Marami kang bisita. Pinalabas ko na yan sila, pero yung magaganda, pwede silang paiwan. Sabi, kung ikaw ang multo, tangina mo, huwag mo akong papatulan kita. Lalo wala ako. Ako lang dyan mag-isa sa Malacanang. Kawawa ang buhay ko dyan. Totoo. Sige lang ako tingin ng tiki. Ano bang tiki sa Tagalog? Lizard? Tiki rin? Kayo mga Tagalog kasi hindi kayo kasi sumabay sa Bisaya, di makaintindihan na tayo. Ako maghanap ako, itong putang inang pangalan nito. Ganon ang Bisaya eh. Totoo lang, may mga Bisaya dito. Hindi, ganon yung magsalita. Kung hinahanap niya yung baso, niya, sana yung yawang baso na yan? Ganon niya, yawa is devil. Sana yung ginamit kong yawang bullpen. Ganon yan. Magtanong ka ng Bisaya. Ganon magsalita. Kaya sabi nila, ito si Duterte Bastos, pasensya kayo. You do not like me. How about the 6 million who voted for me? In addition to yun ang lamang ko. How about the 15 million? Lahat sila mga 16 million. O anong message ko? Simply, no corruption. I will stop the drug. I will talk to the rebels on all fronts so that we can improve the countryside and start. Economy, I'll give it to the bright guys. Bebot, he's one. Si Ramon, matagal ko na itong hintay. Di talaga ako nag-appoint ng... Sabi pag ano ko na... May nagsabi man na, yan si Ramon kunin mo. Kasama ni Joyan Concepcion. So sige ako hintay ito. Saan man yan si Ramon? Hanggang hindi na ko. Di ata Pilipino yan. Baka hindi na mag-uwi. Baka Espanyol yan. Sabi, tagal. Bakit maganda? Puro bright. Ini small po si Secretary Duque. Tugade. Sabi niya, corrupt. Hindi ang corrupt. Classmate ko yan, valedictorian. Bilyonaryo na yan. Telling you now. Estudyante pa kami. Bilyonaryo na yan. Nagtrabaho yan ng became the CEO of Delgado Shipping. Then he went on his own. Hindi mag-corrupt yan. Dominguez, kababata ko yan. Valedictorian. Tugadi, valedictorian. Itong si Lorenzana sa defense, valedictorian nag-graduate yan. All the way up hanggang sa PMA. Lahat yan sila. Puro, huwag kayong maniwala niyo. Value. Bugado ng komunista. Muta. Mayor ako ng Davao noon. Sige sila, parade-parade. Bagsak. Kaya ginagawa ng mga putang ina. Marco, tapos, prosecutor ako. Sabi ko sa mga military, ano na dito? So may warrant kami, 3 sila. Rizona, ristuhin namin, hihintay lang namin. Sabi ko, huwag niyong gawin yan. So pagdating nila, I joined the parade. Sabi ko, sa isang kanto, kayo ni mag-peel off kayo. Peel off. Oh. Tapos sabi ko na, arestado kayo. Noon, dinala doon sa presuhan. Sa awa ng Diyos, sekretary na ngayon. Ex-convict yan. Talaga, either may achievement yan sila na Si Yasay, karumate ko yung si Yasay. Kaya hindi pala Amerikano. Ano pala ito? Brazilian pala ang passport ng buwa. I know his case because roommates kami. During the review. Yan si Yasay, isa rin yan sinahanap. Sumibat yan sa Amerika. Bright yan. Kita mo magsalita sa... I'd like to inform the Department of Justice. Sino yung Amerikano diyang putang inang yan? Siyasa. Kasi ang tatay niyan sa Davao, pastor, nasanayan sa... Kita mo siyasa, kausapin mo ng Tagalog, mag-English. Kausapin mo ng English, mag-Tagalog. Wala sa landas itong bata na ito. Tipo, mga bright yan sila. Totoo, Yasay, UP. Bright talaga yan. Yung magsalita. Sila bright lahat. Pero ang tragedy is, mga trabahante ko lang yan sila. 75. Kaya mga kontraktor, kaya mga dali. Kagaya ng panahon natin. Mag-75 ka, huwag ka na maghintay ng 76. 75 ka, makaakyat ka na. Why bother to climb so many stairs? One at a time. Live na, 75. Darating ka rin. Kasi yung iba, sige, kaya dyan sa eskwelahan, yung Mindula, may bridge dyan. Tapos sa kanto, pagbaba mo ng bridge, merong karinderya dyan. Tapos Ligarda. Tingnan niyo hanggang ngayon. Namatay na lang yung buang may-ari niya. Sige ka, ice cold beer. Puta, dyan kami. Kininto ko nga yung anda ka kay Solidom, no? Sa Ateneo. Tugturo yung UP at Ateneo. Sinong dumaan kay Solidom? Yan si Solidom. Longgo to. Longgo to Solidom at professor namon. Di siya say yung whole word. Tawagin niya Duterte o Pambilyo. Yo! Ako, te! Pati tindig sino gano'n yun? Basta may classmate ako, nakalimutan ko. Nga lang. Sabay kami dalaw tumindig. Sabi niya, sulit. Eto, dumaan ito ng insulto. Ako yung remembrance ko sa kanya. Ngayon, antipara, no? Tapos, malaking tao. Saka naka-Amerikano yan yung gina-army roll. Totoo. Yung, ba? Nag-army roll, hindi yun, barong. Army roll talaga yun. Tapos, magdala yun ng class card na kaganon. Hindi na, bang, purmado yan. Sabi, tindig rin ako. God damn it! I only called one way. Are you two you standing? Ganun ang kami ko sinuntag. I am referring to you. God damn it! Sir, I thought, sir, that I heard my name. You cannot hear because you are always talking at the back. I'm not there. Come here. Sit down here. Di ako, sige ako, gano'n. Sabi niya, hindi bilya, basta los tres. Sit down. You recite. Sa front na ako. Hindi ako, gano'n ako. Sir, there is no question yet, sir. Putang na lalo nagalit. God damn it! Stop scratching your head. There are so many dandruffs in the room already. Keep it in your head that it is only one you have. Iyo po, yung iyo. Namura la. Hindi ka nagdoa kay, wala si Solidom, hindi doa sa inyo? Yun. Kaya ka na ako magsalita. God damn it, those corrupt people! I will kill you! No, that's about it. Corruption, we need more improvement on the laws, regulations. Do not expand the powers, but rather limit it. Especially designing authorities in an office. Huwag na yan dumaan ng mga basta yung head of office is given 2 days, 3 days. If you need an ocular inspection, then prescribe about 10 days because he has to go to the place to make the inspection. And parang na rin, code of conduct sa lahat. In a constitutional, habaan na lang. And limit the discretion. Parang ganun. But in the meantime, I will just have to double my efforts and go after them. All I need is for you to call me or make the complaint public. If there is one thing na takot ang taga-gobyerno is when you strip them naked in front of the public. Malagay mo lang ang pangalan dyan, President Duterte demanding 10% of yan, lagay mo. Industries or whatever. Or if you want to place a Juan Luna there, you place Juan Luna. Ganon lang yan. Baski sa police, even in the matters of conversion, if it takes imagine sitting on the document for 7 months. Putang ina mo, kasasabi ko lang sa inyo. Kung ang cabinet member 1 month, let's say ka, I have heard so many. Ang masakit dyan, karamihan, and I must admit, I will admit, marihan, mga tao ko pa noon. Masabi ko na lang, you just call him to resign. Para wala nang. So yan ang ko. I want you to work hand in hand with government. I want you to get rich. Follow right care. If you want to make huge profits, go ahead. Go to the big ones. But do not corrupt. Ngayon, kung magbigay kayo, it multiplies. The next project, hingian na naman kayo niyan. So if it's a mayor, or a governor, or a senator, a congressman, or lalo na pamilya ko, sinasabi ko na nga Ulitin ko pa ba yan? If my daughter, Sarah, or Paulo, or Sebastian, or my relatives, my brothers and sisters, will go to you for anything, even if it is extra legal, or legal, or whatever, very legal, consider the request denied. Yan lang. Huwag sabihin, anak ako ni ano. Huwag kayong maniwala dyan. Ito, baka mapagbigyan na ito, anak ito ni Mayor. Do not do that. Kasi pag nalaman ko, tapos pumutok yan, either to your subordinates, malaman ko, alam mo, baka maybe you won't like it. Hindi ako magyabang ano. I'm sure that it would be unpleasant. Period. The only way to stop in the meantime is to demand the service that you want because you are paying the idiot his salary, yung pinapakain namin sa pamilya namin. Lalo na ako, dalawa ang pamilya ko. I-divide ko talaga yan, para walang reklamo. Pero I do not go around asking, hindi ko sagitan, magtingin ka dyan sa Malacca. Baski sinong kumain na doon sa Malacca niyan? Isang kanin, isang sabaw, isang ulam. For all. Whether you are a cabinet member or si Tillerson, ang pagkain dyan, sabaw, isang ulam, isang kanin. Dalawa tayong inubo, ma'am. Hinalikan mo kasi ako tuloy. Tignan mo. Yan lang. Yan lang ang hinihingi ko sa inyo. Ki police, ki ano dyan, report mo na. Simple naman yan. Will not take you 2 minutes. Police dito, gano'n, naghahingi. Tawagin ko yan sa harap mo. Tignan mo. Tignan mo, may mga pangalan yan eh. Yung parking, umanghuli. Baski na yung MMDA, tawagan ko yung mayor. Sabi mo, Adre, putang ina, pag hindi mo kaya yan, sipain ko yan sa harap mo. Puntahan ko yan, dalhin ko sa harap mo yan. Ganoon lang yan. Ang ayaw ng tao kasi yung ma-embarrass in public, mapahiya. The one thing that everybody that does not want it to happen to him is humiliation. Yan ang sanay kasi ako yung, I've been a trial fiscal prosecutor for 9 years. Bebot na practice mo yan noon. Ang karaklinte niya, puro komunista ang puta. Totoo. Battery of lawyers yan sila. Alam mo na, Rales, Duresa, sensational. Ako lang mag-isa. Pero nung kailangan ko sila, kasi alam mo bakit? Sabihin, bakit ito si Duterte, mga probinsyano? Wala man akong kakilala dito. Hindi naman ninyo ako iniimbita noon na estudyante pa kami. Hanggang karinderya lang kami, dyan rin sa loob ng YMCA. Nag-aaral man kami, nag-inuman pa sa kwarto. Wala nang panahon na, ang crowd namin, kami, kukunti lang. Along the way, taga Davao. Pero yung along the way, mga estudyante kami. Ang nakakilala ko, yung mga classmate ko. Tapos sila, Dulay, yung BIR, pati siya, magka-roommate. Kwarto namin ni Yasay, pati ako, harap kaming 4. Ito atin lang ito, ha? Mukhang ikaw yung bote. Buhay dormitoryo is walang pang ibalinis. Yung brush, yung toothbrush sa sapatos. Basketball player to yun. Yan nila. Linisan. Si bilad, si Blas. Tapos iganon. Yung, tawag toothbrush, sabi niya. Sabi niya, pahingi ng toothpaste. Diretso, toothbrush. Yung sapatos niya pati ngipin, pareho. Ganun kami kahirap. Kinuha pa yung toothpaste ko, nilagay nga dyan. Parts, pahingi So, anong kalakala ko, toothbrush niya, sapatos, diretso, bunga. Mag-uwi na ako. Nagkukonsumi ako. Sila lang ang kilala ko. At alaman ko, kasi nung estudyante kami, alam mo na yung karakter ng tao. Yan si Dulay, sabi nila, corruption. Di ako maniwala. Puro na yan sila Ilocano. Di ako maniwala. Hindi gano'n niya si Dulay. Maniwala kayo. Hindi ko kunin. Sadya maniwala na dalhin mo na yung speech ko. Kawawa naman sila. Nabasa ko na ba? You know, every time I speak, ganito lang talaga yan. So, kawawa naman yung penultimate paragraph na lang. Let us keep in mind that we are not just building infrastructure of our present day and use. We are building our structures which will serve as a solid foundation of the nation upon which our generations of Filipinos will lean on. I ask each of you to join me as we build the foundation, not just for the sake, our sake, but for the sake of our children and country. Yeah. Wala akong bigay. So, I'd like to, hindi ko talaga alam. I was not really sure of my next appointment. Itong aide ko, taga Sama yan, from Siasi. Bagong kasal lang. Ganda, no? Pulis rin ang hindi pulis. Yung nagluhod sa harap niya noon, kailan yun? Lumuhod lang bigla sa harap ko, paharap niya, nandun ako. Kasi magpakasal. Ninong ako. Ito, mabait pa na itong mga sundalo ko. Kaya ako nasasaktan, pinapagpapatay. Ang masakit dyan, yan naglalakar lang na walang baril. Nagalit ako sa NPA talaga. Pati yung inambus nila. Extrajudicial killing. Sila inambus nila yung... Inaambus talaga nila yung pulis. Pati yung 4 months na bata na lumusot yung bala. Lumabas sa ulo. What the hell? Now, extrajudicial killing. Look, if you are there to waylay o ambush, lahat mamatay dyan, there's always the malice. Kung sinong tinamaan mo, hindi ka makasabi, hindi mo sinadya yung baby. Because you were there to kill. Ang lahat ng namatay dyan, iyo yan. So, paano ako magrespeto sa inyo? Say na, Duterte, fascista, corruption. Sorry to say to sakit ninyo yan, hindi ko na sakit. Kayo ang sige extortion. So I said, if I am corrupt, if I am a fascist, if I am a killer, then why talk to me? Look for somebody else na malinis in accordance with your standards. But wala ako dyan sa... Meron sa ako, siguro. It keeps on... Hindi ako nagbibiro na ngayon. Actually yan, babae, pati sa Davao yung patayan. Patayan, pag lumabang ka, kasi kita mo na yung bizarre behavior. Nirape yung mga anak, tapos putulin niya ulo ng asawa, sabi niya, wala na tayong problema kasi si Duterte, pinutulan ko ng ulo. Yung asawa pala niya yung bizarre and violent behavior. Kaya delikado ang Cebu. Kaya galit ako. Itong last na lang, madmadaliin ko. There are about 2 million plus Filipinos in the Middle East. That is why I was very, very careful. Unang order ko, huwag ninyong bombahin yung mga mosque. The shrines, the holy shrine. Tatagal lang tayo lalo. And you will be hated for it. You know, pati ako, tagadan ako, lula ko, ang Muslim. Medyo humaba ang gero. Why? Because I have to consider the lives of the 2 million mostly working in Muslim states. Hindi ako basta, sige, birahin mo, patay mo, walang patawad. That is not an option. Ngayon yung nandoon. Minsan, yung iba, tatay, pag-alis ng pamilya yan, dysfunctional na yan. Pag-alis ng nanay niyan, dysfunctional yan. Ang husband, pag naiwan, sa 5 years, makapabuntis yan, you know, in some, hindi naman lahat. In some, the eldest daughter becomes the surrogate. Lalo na doon sa bukid. Pag nawala yung nanay, namatay o umalis because of poverty magtrabaho noon. In some instances, prangkahan ko lang kayo, the daughter becomes the surrogate mother. And the wife. Ngayon, nandiyon ang tatay in one state, nandoon yung nanay. Ang mga anak iiwan sa lola-lolo o sa mga kapatid. Completely in shambles yan. Ngayon, itong mga animal na to, sabi ko, it's for the poor. Didikitan nila yung mga tao na may pera. Regularly, didikitan nila yan. Hanggang ang bata, walang tatay, walang nanay. They say, late out. Ngayon, maghitit yan. Yung nanay minsan, anywhere man, mag-suicide, hindi na niya matiis, hindi niya ang tulog. Nababasa ninyo yan. I know, mas alam ninyo sa akin. Nababasa ninyo yan. 2-3 hours of sleep, minsan lamaw na ang kinakain. Leftovers. Tapos, nire-rape. Tinitiis nila yan. Kaya ang dadalan ng peace na yan, basta, yung sanay na. Tapos, they keep on sending money, hoping that it would finance the education of the children. Only to their sorrow, pagdating nila dito. Addict na pala na. Where is justice there? Nasira na yung pamilya sa Cebu. Children na nagwala na, and the sacrifice, the sweat, and the agony that one has to undergo. Tapos ganunin mo lang. Ikaw, medya, nakinig mo lang. Hindi ko talaga matanggap. Kayong mga durugista, hindi ko talaga matanggap yan. Kasabi ko dyan sa human rights, itong mga durugista, if they destroy my country or the young, and it is always an organized crime. Kapag sabi mo, pareho patay, mahirap. You know, Cebu cannot thrive if it is not an organized crime. You need somebody or a source of Cebu cook ng shabu. The distributors, the lieutenants, ano, basurero, yung street. Hindi pwede yan magluto ka lang, wala kang distribution. Hindi ka pwede yan kung wala kang lieutenants na, siya ang mamigay doon sa mga tapon rin. It has to be an organized crime. The law says that in an conspiracy, like an organized crime, the act of one is the act of all, and the liability of one is the same for all. If it is life imprisonment, it is life imprisonment, including the street peddlers. Yung nagkuhan of peddlers. Kaya yan. My duty, when I became president, I swore before God and people that I will enforce the law against everybody. Hindi naman sinabi doon, but the poor will be excused, only the rich. It ain't that way. If it is justice for all, it is justice for all. Kaya sa barilan, tinatamaan talaga. Now, why the children? Because the children are the couriers. So bakit may bata, sila yung why? Because they cannot be imprisoned. Hindi nga maaresto ng police. And who was responsible for that law is my friend. May utang na loob ako sa kanya. Well, when my daughter, when she was young, I said, anak, what do you? Babae, siyempre, only daughter. Anak, anong gusto mong birthday? Sabi niya, gusto ko si Sharon Cuneta, mag-dinner kami. Yan ang ambisyon ko. So I called Pagilinan. Nakiusap ako. Pinagbigyan nila ako. And it made my child, itong mayor ngayon, she was happy. I was also very happy to say that my daughter, ito si Pangilinan, but alam mo, Senator, forgive me, ikaw yun eh. Because, sabi mo, tinaasan mo 15 years old. But you did not provide in the law the interventions needed after the arrest. There has to be an intervention. Dito hindi mo mahawakan. Because if the child will grapple tapos babangga yung ulo, putang ina ang pulis ang mahuli. He goes to prison. Kaya paghawak ng gano'n niya, sabi, minor ako, sir. Tapos magsabi barangay captain, minor yan. Anong crime? Any crime. Even if he or she kills a dozen human beings. Kaya itong generation, ito yung maliliit pa na nakikita niyo sa EDSA tumatakbo. Snatch dito, snatch doon, nakaw dito, nakaw doon. In and out. Ma'am, halikan mo ako uli, ma'am. Kunin mo itong binigay mo. Ikaw yan eh. Pareho kayo ni... Kaya yan. Dapat may halfway houses. And even a lecture, baski 2 minutes lang sana. Amerika, punta ka sa correctional. Of course, the records will be expugned. Parang hindi sa if they reform. Dito automatic, he failed to disaster talaga. But ako, kaibigan mo, Senator, I will still vote for you. Pero yung bala mo was really very, very poorly done. Pero kung magtakbo ka, boboto pa rin ako sa iyo. So I consider it utang na loob. I hope that someday you will just avoid this thing. Total, kung nagkamali ka dyan, well, everybody commits a mistake. Ikaw lang hindi, you did not provide the necessary intervention. Yung social workers, hindi pwede yan. Okay, pagdating ng opisina, sibat yan, pagkagabi. And they cannot be detained. So they go in out of prison every day. Ito yung worsening problem ng law and order. Ito yung mga bata, kita mo, gawain career. Tapos mahuli. Bitawan, huli, bitawan, huli, bitawan. That promoted impunity sa atin. Hindi kami yung killing. Ano bang gusto mo? Masira isang pamilya o mamatay itong putang inang kriminal na ito? Choose. Assuming it is true. Anong piliin mo? Masira yung bata, mga anak natin, o itong putang inang kriminal na to? Mamili kayo. Baka ako dyan, hindi, to the last day of my term, magsasayang kayo ng issue ng sa judicial killing. Talagang gagawain ko yung putang inang yan. Nabi ko sa inyo. Nagbitaw ako ng salita. One of my promises was a social contract between me and the people. And I will comply whatever the price. Ganon ako na pagkatao. Again, I'll end by saying, do not destroy my country because I will destroy you. Do not mess up with my children and the poor Filipino and making them slaves for all time to a chemical called shabu. And there are about 4 million of them. You add it, idagdag rin kita doon sa ang pinakamagandang offer ko lang siguro, ipalibing kita ng buhay. Huwag ka na mahintay mamatay ka. Ako na maglibing sa buhay. With that, I say that I'm just, the way hindi ako parang tipong presidente na, I'm just a small town mayor. So yun lang ang kaya ko. I do not, hindi ako sabi statesman. I am not used to the ways of typical politicians that would promise you things that are not really doable. That is the sickness of all politicians, including me. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President.